Today I'm taking you inside one of Guangzhou's largest shoe markets. We'll have a look at what's in there. That's the cheapest belt price I've seen since I've been here. And that's because we're at the wholesale outlet. If you're in the market for manufacturing shoes and putting your own brands and labels on them, or just reselling other people's already pre-made brands and labels, this is the place to go. Let's just say that there's 100 suppliers of shoes here. How many of these people that are selling their goods would be manufacturing them themselves? So if there's 100 people here selling shoes, would 100 of these have their own manufacturing outlets, or would 20 of them have outlets? Would 100 of these people get stuff from only 20 manufacturers? And they're all competing for buyers. And these guys are just sort of distributors of the wholesalers or distributors of the manufacturers. I don't know how that works. What type of shoes are you into? Something for everyone. How many pairs do you want? I remember when I was in Queensland and I had my store and I was trying to sell everything. When I closed up the shop, they didn't do me a very good justice when the auction house tried selling all my stuff. They just put boxes of shoes like this in auction and they showed you what was at the top of the box, and I had like 15 pairs of Jordans per box and I was getting bugger all. $30 a box, $2 a pair. So you can't trust all auction houses in Australia. There is shoes everywhere. Look, there's some little Jordans. There's some Crocs over there. If you want to open a shoe shop in your own country, you'd be able to find plenty here. Look at them all. You don't get to see this amount of shoes when you're going through the side streets, the market stall vendors. I don't even really know why I'm spending time going to these markets. I guess I basically just want to see how the average Joe off the street is sourcing their goods. And if I see something that I'm interested in that catches my eye, I'll ask price, just so that I can gauge what they're selling at places like this for compared to when I go direct to manufacturer as opposed to wholesale. Because there's obviously the different tiers that you're going to be working with here in China. You're going to be looking at the manufacturers where they actually make them themselves, like all those belts, for example. Here's some LV belts. Hello. What type of buckle do you want though? And that's, I guess, all the stuff that you can change. This Versace. I think the LV was what my mate was looking at, one like that. But you want the plain logo. How much is something like this one here? $150, so that's $30 Australian. Do you manufacture? Do you make? You make? Okay. You do? Yep. What about this one? This one? One.
Same.
Okay.
Many. Yes.
Alright.
This money. Only one. Yes. This money.
I understand. Buy more, it's going to be a cheaper price. And I'm not getting down to the nitty gritty because I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to ask him some questions though. Do you make these yourself? Are you the manufacturer? If I buy 100, what is the price? With a belt? With the box? No. Yeah, I don't need box. So he's asking whether with or without a box. 130. So that's not a whole lot of discount. So that's 27 Australian dollars per belt. Now, some of the places I've been to have been charging upward of 150 Australian per belt. I think the cheapest I've seen is like 60. So here's half the price, and that's why you just need to sort of shop around. All of these, obviously, different styles are available. Plain black's the best, I think, but it's a matter of the quality. Like there's 20 different belt supplies here that we've just walked past. That's a sort of matte finish, tan, so whether you can swap that. Do you go for the plain black or do you go for one that has embossed writing in it, like this one here, for example? So either way, $30 for a leather belt is not bad. You've got the black on that side. I wonder if this swaps over. You'd be able to swap that. Is that reversible maybe? It would be, because I would go that side, which is all black. Let me have a look. You hold that for me for 1 second? I just want to see if it fits. I actually need a belt. What do you think? I don't know about that emblem though. What do you think? I mean, for $30, you've got a stylish belt, right? I'm just not sure about the buckle. There's no other buckles here. They're all sort of the same. That's a different type. But all the buckles with the that one's a bit different, are pretty much similar. So that's plain black if you chose to go plain black. Is $30 good? What do you reckon? You pay $30 for a plain belt anyway, wouldn't you? That's a nice ladies belt. See, and this is the sort of thing, I'm not going to be buying this sort of stuff to try and resell because you just can't get it in. It's too hard to deal with customs and stuff when it's non-authentic, like YSL, etc. Look at the supply there that they'd have. Huge amount of belts. And they're so simple too. You just think about a strip of leather and a buckle. There's all different buckles in there. If you want to make belts, you'd come here and get your supplies maybe. Or the straps. I don't know what types of buyers would be buying at places like this versus places at the markets versus places direct with the manufacturers, what the quantity is that you'd need to buy to even get invited to look at the manufacturing, whether someone off the street here in China is able to get access to one of the manufacturers and get that type of pricing, or if this is their best option coming to a place like this. And that's sort of all the stuff that I'm working out as I go. I'm obviously new to this environment and I have no idea how it works, and you're not going to have an idea unless you put in the legwork, which is what I'm doing, and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride. As far as categories concerned of what I might want to look at doing, I don't know. It won't be shoes though. Shoes do not interest me. I'm just here to give you guys a look at what is available. It goes all the way down there as well. Different quality that are in here. Hello. All the different styles. See, straight away there, I didn't even need to look closer. You could see that the quality wasn't there. You can look at the last 3 days that I've been doing this as a waste or an education. Hello. Hello. Cute little boy. Reminds me where my kids, best age to have kids are 4 to 8. They're the most fun. Bye. Ciao. He's probably 3 or 4 because they're like sponges. They come in, they give you a cuddle, and they're just eager to learn and listen and absorb, and they look up to you and they just take in everything, and they're not really naughty. It's the terrible 3s, not the terrible 2s, and by 4 they're their own little people. And then the age of 9 comes around and they start back chatting a little bit, and then by the time they're 15, 16, 17, you just want to punch them all in the face. So many different shoe suppliers. What sells and what doesn't. There's a lot of leather boots in there. And that's the thing, like you think about what you pack when you go overseas, and then you get overseas and you see that everything's $5 when you brought your shit that you thought was worth $500, and you could have got it for 1/10 of the price when you're here anyway. How many styles of bloody leather shoes can you get? It's crazy. Nice crocodile skin style. They just went very quiet.
Hello, lady, the boss.
Yeah, I just realised. I know, I want men's boots.
WeChat okay?
No, I'm not after ladies
No
though.
WeChat.
No, thank you though.
One piece 还是 many?
Yeah, thank you. That was quite awkward because they were all having a conversation. I've walked in and then it just went dead silent. So what she was saying, it was all ladies, and asked for my WeChat, but I'm not interested in making contacts with people who want to sell me products that I'm not interested in. It's just, yeah, you can be polite and go and spend 5 or 10 minutes with every single person and get nothing done, or you can be efficient and exit as quickly as possible without hurting anyone's feelings. Looks like this might be a bit of a ladies' floor. I really don't know, but how these guys have got everything sort of on the floor is a bit chaotic, and how I was moving everything when I had the shop, because I literally had too much stock. Might have to walk up these. Oh, it's just started again. Must feel the weight. Must be a pressure plate for when it starts going. I only looked at half that floor then. I'm kind of over the browsing phase. I guess it's a novelty to you when you first come here and you see all these big buildings full of stock that's available, and then you realise how much is available and it becomes overwhelming and you just sort of give up. I was telling a friend today, because he's looking at getting a new AMG, and I said if there was 100 color options and 100 wheel options and 100 interior options, you'd just give up. There's too many options. Give me less options. Sometimes there's just too much variety where it actually makes you not want to do it anymore. That's like you only put one item out on the floor when you've got a shop of a product, because if people see you've got 20 of it, they don't feel the need to have to buy it because they know or think it's going to be there next week when they come back. If they change their mind or don't have the money on the day, they don't impulse buy. But if they see you've only got one, they still think it's rare. It's just the human emotion behind marketing, I guess. Oh my god, this building is like, it's not square. The building sort of goes left and right, and no thank you. It would be deflating, like sitting here all day and not having customers. I like this shop, how they've got everything displayed. It's much more neat, and all the colours of what brought me in, I like, that's such a nice blue. What I was just talking about, it's like if you do buy them, what colour do you buy? They're a bit different, and you can just get anything you want made. All the different New Balance styles. It's just good to see. When you think about retailing something yourself, like basketball shoes, you get all these ideas on what other people are doing and how they're going about their business. The best way to move all this is just online. See, some of these are good looking shoes. The problem with the shoes is everyone's already got their favourite brands, so you need to keep providing what the market already wants. But this is what I mean, right? These are $2 a pair. Any of these, it doesn't matter which pair you get, $2. It's crazy. If you've got kids, look at all these kids boots, all the different brands here that you can get for your children. I wonder how much these are. Hello, how much are these? 100. Yep. So that's 20 bucks. So $20 for a brand new pair for your kids. A quarter of the price of what you pay in Australia for kids shoes. Maybe even cheaper. I haven't bought kids shoes for 15 years. My kids are adults now, they're big men. More suppliers, so many. Hello, sorry? Sometimes the camera might help, because if I film, it stops them from wanting to be on camera and harassing me to go into their store. She's like, hello man, shoe. She saw the camera, she's like, oh, left me alone. Just walk around with the camera. I hold it down here, pretend I don't have it, and then if they try and call me in, I'm like, bring out the camera. This is a cool little store as well. I just love all the colour. Hello, I'm just browsing. Thank you. You can understand why they'd be so keen when they see someone half pop their head in, because if you haven't had many customers all day, you want to get someone in, even just to break up the day of not having anyone to talk to all day. See how it sort of just ventures off? It feels awkward how we've walked through this whole place and now we're back here again. But I don't think I walked down this section all the way through, so it's, what's down there? Nah, that sort of bit is closed off. Well, there you have it. There's one of the shoe markets here in Guangzhou, China. A wholesale outlet, another building full of suppliers of one product, again in Guangzhou, China. Plenty of different opportunities for you guys to source some stock from. As always guys, check out the China series. There's a folder here, my last video is here. Like the video, share it with a mate, comment below if you saw anything that you would have bought, and I will catch you guys in the next one.